Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever felt like you're navigating life with a blindfold on? You're trying to make the right career moves, choose the right path, but everything feels foggy. You look at a job offer, a new project, or even just the advice people give you, and a voice in your head asks, what's really going on here? What am I not seeing? This feeling of uncertainty is where so much of our stress and anxiety comes from. We're afraid of making a wrong turn that could lead to regret. But what if I told you that you could develop a kind of superpower, an ability to see through the fog, to understand the true nature of a situation, and to spot the difference between a genuine opportunity and a dead end? This power is insight, and it's not something you're born with. It's a skill you can build. Let's start by thinking about what insight really is. Imagine you're standing on a cliff overlooking a chaotic battlefield. Most people are down in the middle of it, reacting to the noise and confusion. But insight is like having a vantage point where you have the ability to calmly observe the whole field and to understand what's really happening beneath the surface. This isn't about being smarter than everyone else, it's about seeing more clearly. Think about Steve Jobs when he returned to Apple in 1997. The company was a mess, just months from bankruptcy, with a dizzying array of products. It was chaos, but Steve Jobs had that vantage point. His insight wasn't just about business, it was about clarity. He cut away 70% of the products to focus on a few core things he knew would work. He even made a deal with his rival Microsoft, a move that seemed crazy to others but was essential for survival. He saw through the noise and identified the one true path forward. That's insight in action. It's the ability to silence the chaos and find the essential. Now let's talk about how insight protects you. Your insight is your personal filter for a world full of misleading. Consider the Wright brothers. In their time, the most respected scientist in the field, Samuel Langley, had all the funding and fame, but he was failing to achieve flight because he was working from flawed theories. He was the expert, but his truth was wrong. The Wright brothers, with far fewer resources, had the insight to question everything. They didn't trust the so-called expert's opinion. Instead, they built their own wind tunnel and did their own meticulous experiments. They trusted their own observation over popular opinion. Their insight allowed them to see the real problem of flight, control and stability that others had missed. They weren't deceived by a big reputation or faulty facts. This is how insight becomes your shield. It helps you question the job offer that seems too good to be true, see the reality behind a company's glossy recruitment video, and trust your gut when a situation feels off. So, how can you start developing this superpower in your own life? First, start asking one simple question about every major decision, and then what? This is the ultimate clarity tool. If I take this high-paying job, and then what? Will I have time for my family? If I follow this fascinated trend, and then what? Does it align with what I actually enjoy? This and then what question forces you to look beyond the immediate and see the likely consequences down the road. Second, practice quiet observation. Before reacting to a stressful situation at work, just take a moment, just watch. Listen to what people are really saying, not just their words. Look at their actions. Detach from the emotion and just observe the facts, like the Wright brothers observing airflow. You'll be amazed at the clarity that comes when you stop reacting and start seeing. So my challenge to you today is this: start training your insight. Don't just look, learn to see. Your clarity is your power. If this was helpful, please give this video a like, subscribe for more, and share it with someone who is trying to find their way through the fog. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What is one area in your life where you'll practice asking, and then what? Drop a comment below and let's build our insight together. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.